Hi, well, welcome to In the Loop on Lost and Profound TV, the channel where people who have found a way to turn their loss into something positive will share with you how they've done that. And today in Lost and Profound TV, I have a very profound young woman with me.
Hi everyone, I'm Simren from the Foolish Diary.
Foolish Diary.
Yes.
Wow.
That is the name. Interesting, right?
It is interesting. How do you come about Foolish Diary?
So I was always a fan of having somewhere to pour out my thoughts because I didn't really trust people to keep my thoughts in. So I shared all my secrets with a private online diary.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but it was private, so no one could see it. And then I was like, I feel like I wish, because it made me feel so much better after I just threw all my thoughts into that, into words and just had it somewhere in a safe place. So I was like, I wish everyone could have something like that. And that's kind of where the Foolish Diary came up from, because I feel like people who don't agree with it would be like, oh, that's foolish. Who would do that? Why would you do that? But I think it brings us together, and so I, created something called the Foolish Diary.
The Foolish Diary. I mean, I'm still kind of wild by the name, but it totally makes sense, But I like how you played it down. You played it down with Foolish Diary, so it wouldn't be so serious.
Yeah, it's not too serious. Like,
Serious.
be as Steve Jobs says, be foolish, be hungry, and don't care. Don't care what people think. Own who you are.
But don't care. Having said that, I kind of want to ask you, what was it that you were trying to get rid of? Was it you in that place, or what's going on?
Well, growing up, I feel like I always was put in a position where I had to be the strong one and couldn't be weak ever. So I was always way beyond my years, So I grew up with, I was always grown quicker than other people my age, and I needed a place to put all those thoughts because I couldn't really share it with family because I didn't want to look weak for my family. I had to be the strong one. I like being the backbone, and I like being I like leading, and the leader always has to be strong, But of course I'm human, so I had my weak parts, and so I poured all that into the diary, and it just made me feel better.
Well, making you feel better is a great thing, because what this is, just like Lost and Profound TV, is a way to turn those feelings into something positive. So now you have a place now, the Foolish Diary, where people who have felt the same thing, or something similar, or even different, but just in a place where they felt that they need to be able to express themselves and express themselves freely.
Yeah.
I think that's totally amazing.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because I feel like when we go through something traumatic, we always think that we're the only person in the whole entire world that this has happened to.
Yes.
When there's probably a million others going through the same, maybe worse, or maybe not, But I feel like we need a platform and we need a place where we can see that there are other people going through this. Let's help each other.
Definitely, yes. Help each other. I'm totally. I'm kind of a lot because it's totally the best platform to actually start building a community. Because that's what I thought about. In my case, it was actually the loss that I suffered a while ago. It took me a while to get over that, and you never really get over the loss of a loved one.
You don't. Yeah.
You learn to live with it. You grow. You heal. But you're never really the same. Nor would you want to.
Yeah.
Because it takes you to a different place. And if you navigate those very well, it takes you to a much better place. It won't never really heal, but but you feel better. You learn from it. You grow from it. So for me, it was what can I do to celebrate this loss that I suffered, rather than being restricted. And I think that's how Lost and Profound came about. I thought, okay, it's not about the loss. The loss is stagnation. It's an emotion. Emotion has no action to it. But doing something that's positive is an action. And that, how can I use that to help someone else? That's how Lost and Profound came about.
I'm really proud that you're doing this.
Well, talking about action, that brings us to today's topic. Today's topic in the loop with you is actually mood. How do you get yourself out of negative mood? But it's no more just about the mood, the emotion, because that's also the stagnation. We're talking about today. We'll be talking about today about action. What do you do? What does Simren do if you find yourself in a very bad mood?
Well, let me just say that I've had more peanut butter in the last week than I've ever had in my whole entire life. So one way of getting out of my bad mood is I splurge on peanut butter.
Oh my god, peanut butter?
Yes, it's the worst. I'm obsessed.
I'll break out of those.
I know. Well, I did. I gained 5. Anyways, I don't even want to go there. It's gonna stress me out. But that's one way. And then I realized I can't do that anymore. So this is great because the last few days I've been reevaluating a lot. And I do it. I have these phases where I reevaluate, as we should. And that's kind of the bad thing that I do. But the good thing is I think I really enjoy being around young kids. So once a month I do, on Saturday, I go to an elementary school and I'm with this club called Reading to Kids. And yeah, so it's fun. It's a fun learning program where you just get to connect with children and you meet children from all different backgrounds, and it's so inspiring and motivating because you see the lack of there's so much, you just notice so much, and you try to have an influence or motivate a child, make a difference, that one day you can make a difference and change the way they think, or just inspire them in some way. So every time I go there, I go with that goal, okay, I'm gonna inspire one kid today. Even if it's one kid, I wanna inspire them somehow, to do better, think better, learn more, take advantage of the good,
That's kind of awesome. Because it's so rewarding. It's rewarding in terms of the fact that when people try to find out what action should I take to maybe to get themselves out of that mood. Yes, you can do something personal for yourself, like exercise.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You made a video
yes,
on exercise. Where did you shoot that, by the way?
Actually, it was in Pasadena, Rose Bowl. I used to run Rose Bowl every morning. It's almost about 3 miles.
Wow.
35 minutes to go. But it was actually great. But the thing I like about exercise, I'll come back to what I was saying, but the thing I like about using exercise to get through a bad mood, especially now we're going into the cold weather, the gloomy cold weather and all that. People might want to just couch potatoes or stuff like that, but you can get out there actually and do a 30-minute run, and what it does is it's so invigorating. You just do your blood pumping and all the necessary neurotransmitters, connecting and flowing, and in your brain, the brain chemistry is actually improved. And actually, there was a study done in February 2016, actually, by University of I think it was San Barbara or San Diego, I can't quite remember, but they published that in the Journal for Neuroscience. They said exercise actually helps people who are prone to mental imbalance to actually be able to sustain the stress, and also it helps the general public. There was an imaging study that showed the brain of people who are not exercising when they go through a traumatic event, how it's hard for them to get back from that. So it's actually proven. But I also know there are certain food, I don't want to down all food, there's certain food that also helps, and hopefully I can get some of the foodie.
What food helps?
I don't.
I need to find out, because eating is my go-to when I'm when I'm not stressed, I'm eating. So I'm just gonna stop using that as an excuse. I'm just always eating, okay?
What's your favorite food?
Peanut butter.
Are you kidding me? Peanut butter again. Just say that one more time, and I'm just gonna break out of here. I promise
you, I eat peanut butter I don't know what it is.
Well, no, you must really like
You
it.
probably don't believe how obsessed I am with peanut butter. I have it in my notes on my phone.
How do you eat it? What
Not by peanut butter. How do I eat it?
Yeah, with peanut butter and what?
Well, I melt it and I drip it over my popcorn, or I eat it with fruit, or I just simply warm it up and put spices on it and drizzle like raw honey on it. I mean, I'm
There you
crazy.
go. That's a new recipe.
It's great. It's
Yeah,
spicy.
You can actually
it's
put that on
sweet.
your blog.
Right? I should. Help prevent stress with peanut butter.
Yeah, but, there's so many ways people could do that. Helping things that would help prevent stress. Some people, it might be for me it was exercise. You go to school, some people go shopping.
Oh, thank God.
I think I remember
It's about feeling good. Yeah.
So I think anything that makes you feel good. But when you talk about going to help with kids, I think that's a profound action. Because this is wasn't profound. We have to do it profound.
Yes, we do.
The profound thing about that is that when you do something outside yourself, to help someone that's outside yourself, people think it's given. It is given, but it also gives you so much in return.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, and that's what I'm pushing. That any action you take when something traumatic happens to you or you suffer a loss, the best way to get out of that stagnation, loss, or the 5 stages of grief is to get out there and do something for someone else, someone lesser than you. Takes you out of your brain, takes you out of that feeling of, call me or whatever, to start actually seeing that you are relevant to someone else.
Yeah, and you're making a difference.
You're making a difference. And I say this because I know bad mood leads to depression. And depression is a leading cause of suicide. And according to the Center of Disease Control, every 12.3 minutes someone